Alright guys, welcome back to some more From the Depths. That is right, and today we are continuing where we left off in the last one with the story missions, and we are on to Pilfered Seas, I believe. Yes, Pilfered Seas. So, this one looks like it will be difficult. We're starting off strong with the first one. As always, pause if you want to read the little lore snippet here. To sum up, for those who don't want to, we are going to be fighting a pilferer, and the atlases that we are travelling with are basically bait, and we use them to get as much damage out against the pilferer as possible. How many materials? 25,000 to spend, and it wants us to use the scalawag again. However, I feel like we should build a custom ship for this one. That's something I kind of wanted to do, was use our material literally to the best of our ability. We can't really go too big, we can't go too much armor, we can't go too much firepower. Speed will probably be good. I'm gonna really struggle to build something this cheap, but apparently it's an airship. Let's just get rid of the scalawag. Goodbye. What we're going to do is, and I will most likely cut a lot of this out, or time-lapse it, or something. So, metal is 20 material per beam. Wood is 4. Reinforced decking is 12. What about different weapons that we could use here? Of course, it's water guard, it's mainly made out of wood. We could go for... We'd go for like a cram cannon volley of some kind. They're also quite... like, look at the cost of the pellets, they're really expensive as well. Now we were using missiles, which are also really expensive. Yeah, like, look at this. 200 per gantry, compare that to a cram cannon. So, we could go for that. We could go for some kind of advanced cannon. Or multiple. Let's actually put down a signpost. Let's write down what we want to do here. We want... probably focus to be on speed, right? That makes sense. We want a large alpha strike, right? We want to try and do as much damage as possible as quickly as possible, and I think a large alpha strike will be better than sustained fire. Probably, I hope. Or possibly a hybrid system, right? We could have cram cannons for a large alpha strike, and something else for a more consistent type of damage. But that probably will take the cost too high. This will probably mean, considering the... I don't know if any of you have heard of, I think it's called the Iron Triangle, which is this graph that shows that in order to have... so for example, more firepower, you have to reduce speed and armor. And the three corners of the triangle are speed, armor, and firepower, and you have to adjust each of them to you know, make sure it's all balanced and actually works. That's my... and this comes from like tank design and tank doctrine, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that. Look up the Tank Museum's videos on it and whatnot. So, we're gonna have to put less armor, right? Less armor than would be ideal. Something like this. So we might have to go with wood. Or, hang on, alloy costs the same amount as metal. I do wish that there was something between like wood, alloy, and metal, because 4 and 20 is very different. Health 960, health 1440. I mean, it's almost 1,000 health, but the armor is only 8. Armor 35. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for wood, I think. Possibly reinforced decking at the top. Well, maybe actually let's first go with the weapons. I like the idea of using crown cannons. Perhaps like 3 at the front, or 2 one behind the others for like a narrow profile. Like a really, really small guy. Fight with the custom vehicle, fully load the ammo and everything, and we only need 72, but that's fine. If this doesn't go right, then fucking so be it. Like I say, I'm just... whatever. Go! Repairs are on. We are in. Turn the AI's firing on. Off we go. Turn the UI off, and let's see how we do. Getting distance. Obviously, I don't know how much damage we're doing. Okay, something blew up a lot. I'm not sure if it was the enemy. It looks like the enemy. Oh no, the AI switched targets. But that might be a good sign. That might mean that the Pilferer is already really damaged. So I'm just gonna let the AI do whatever it needs to do here. We switch targets again. Missiles are going out consistently. One of the Atlases is already dead, sadly. The other one is still in the air, though. Oh, now we're getting shot at. Less than ideal. We should really change the AI's firing to shoot at the Pilferer only. Come on. Yep, firing again. Looks like we're going for the small guy, though. We only took 1% damage, though. Keep it up, little guy. Keep it up. Firing again. Did the Pilferer die, actually? The Pilferer might have died. That's pretty epic. The Atlases did most of the work, though. Come on. Not super duper accurate against the... the little guys here. Missiles going in. Good. One of these Atlases is still firing. Looks like one of the small guys is dead. Have we run out of material? Oh, we have. It looks like we've won, though. Possibly? Can we scrape a win out of this somehow? If this Atlas gets the kill. Yes! The Atlas got the kill! Yes! Oh, that was quite the thing. I'm kind of pleased about that. Like, first time victory with our own design and just barely scraping that win at the end. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. So, let's quickly read through this. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to aerial combat. Alrighty, so we're on to spreading one's wings. A lot of text here. Long story short, looks like we are going to be flying this one ourselves, which, you know, I'm not too keen on, but we'll see what it has in store. One thing to mention is, as with a lot of these, the info is actually outdated as far as the controls that it mentions here, and also it mentions Deady Blades. Deady Blades have not been in the game for an extremely long time, so I'm not sure why that's still there. But let's proceed to the loadout. I do want to check what it is that we're using. The engine is exposed. That is one hell of a weak point. What is that? An ion thruster? Oh, I guess that's to try and help it get out of the water. No, forward fins, no... Okay, whatever. Actually... You know, I might do that. I might actually do that. And then... Just because I'm so against front fins, and we may as well do more damage, right? That's literally the only change I'm going to make. Yeah. Done the mission setup. Yeah. Spend all the material. Go. Okay, thrust is at 100. I want this camera. I'm switching to the old oh yeah, that's the control we use. I'm switching to the old what's it called? Options. View and control. This constant camera behavior. Turn the orbit off and turn pivot movement off. I'm keeping the vehicle keys on toggle because I actually like that. Although in this case... Actually no, we're fine. Although turning with Q is... I take them out. This thing actually handles very nicely. We can just launch these ones off. Like so. Turn away again. We're basically doing AI attack runs. Oh, also, I should remember to turn the UI off so we get some nice pictures. Looks like we've killed 2 of them. Can I... We've reloaded. Not bad. There's some more of them though. Let's get like that maybe. This is very picturesque. Look at this. What enemy is that? That's a smoker, I think? Oh, we should try and avoid those if we can. Big damage on that one. One shot kill. Very nice. Let's fly away. Let our missiles reload. I wish... You know what I wish? I wish right here there was a little reload bar. Right? A little progress bar that goes up. That would be really nice. Once again, trying to use D to turn. Should we fire them now? I feel like I want to be higher up. I'm not sure if it'll let me. It will, okay, good. Very nice. Ooh, that's not very nice. Looks like we killed an enemy though. Ooh, we do not have as much control over the plane anymore. That is suboptimal. We only have 3 other missiles and we're basically doing loops at this point. I'm gonna oh, we've lost our stagger fire as well. Let's see if we can pull this one off though. That's another one dead. There's one more to kill. Let's pull up. If we can, try and roll this way. Looks like we should manage. We've reloaded. Fire! Very nice. Okay, that was not too bad at all. Let's read this. So, what is the next mission? Okay, so... we're shooting down bombers. And we've got to make sure the vanguards stay alive, okay? That's interesting to see. I don't know if that's new. UI on, please. It says to expand the missile loadout. There's something else I'm going to do as well. Which is I want to reinforce this part of the plane. Backspace. I want to just swap this for metal, basically. Yeah, I know it's gonna scream at me, but it's worth it. Right, all of this bit, possibly that bit. You see how this is metal here? I'm just gonna do this. That bit's gonna be metal, and something like this, right? Metal slopes. Metal slopes. Just so that isn't really utterly weak, because currently it is. Let's grab some of these pieces to fit in here. And... like that. Not like that. And then I guess just a metal block there. Alright, so now if we get shot there, we're a little bit more defended. And in order to expand this, I mean... we've got to keep in mind the cost of the plane. So I'm only going to add maybe 1. That's already too much. I don't know how it expects us to... Actually, no, we might have more material for this mission. So I'll just do that, and then... and then that, and then backspace, and then save, and... yes, and then return to mission setup. Okay, yeah, we actually have quite a lot to work with. I'll add more then. I'll add... 1 more on each side, I think. So there, like that, and like that. Copy to all matching, and copy to all matching. Save, yes, main menu. No, wait, no, not main menu. This one. Yeah, okay. So we are just gonna do our best to shoot down these bombers. That's the idea. Multiple waves. Okay. Well, that's nothing new. Oh, there they are. Fire. I want to try and pull up if I can. We've killed one already. Looks like the missiles are looping around. We got an extra hit somewhere. 2 extra hits, actually. This is really difficult because they're already overhead. There goes the reload. That's the wrong button. Okay, that's another one dead. Good. Did the other one die at some point? Must have. Next wave. I'm trying to shoot at that one, but it's not going very well. I'm also trying to draw their fire, because I'm very unlikely to get hit by bombs, right? That worked. That worked, actually. I can't believe that worked. So this one's now on reload, but that one isn't. Are we reloaded? No. There we are. Gonna send a few this way. Very good, and now turn. And try and shoot this one down. Come on. Very nice. That one's dead as well. Oh, that one got to launch its mines. We've got quite a long reload, unfortunately, though. There's not a lot we can do. We're also low on ammo. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Oh, I'm not in weapon control mode. That's my issue. How am I? Turn the UI on. Right mouse. There we go. Turn. We've got 2 to kill. Send some missiles that way. Send some missiles that way. Hopefully we get the both of them. That one's dead. And that one's also dead. Perfect. Another wave, but where? There. We're reloaded. I'm gonna send a few off now. See where they go, see how much damage they do. The vanguards are actually doing pretty well, which is very good to see. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way. Still using the wrong controls. Can I pitch up? Thank you. Send a few more out. One appears to be dead. Good. Another one is hurt. But they're both hurt by the looks of it. Trying to get behind them. We're reloaded. Gonna fire all of them this time. That one is surely dead. The other one's dead, but I can't see it. No, it didn't survive. Nope, the AI got taken out. I was shot by the Vanguard as well. Any more? Where's that last one? That's the last one! Hell yeah! I'm surprised that the Vanguard survived, though. Because they did get their mines off a few times, but I'm not complaining. Well, that is going to do it for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Let me just go to story missions. We are on to Breakthrough, the King of Erwick, and Reunion in the next episode. These two were so much easier than this one. And yeah, I know I'm just spending all the materials, but it's easier. What do you want me to do? But yeah, again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Talk to you all then.